Hey students, so today's topic is Earth's feature. What is Earth? You know, Earth is a third planet of the solar system where humans, animals, and plants live. It is a third planet from the sun. It has air, water, and land that support life. So we read definition. The Earth is a planet where we live. It's a third planet from the sun. The Earth is round like a ball and is covered with land and water. About three-fourths of the Earth is covered with water, and the rest is land. The Earth gives us air, water, food, and peace to live. Okay? So, water on Earth. Most of the earth is covered with water. Water is very important for all living things. We use it every day for drinking, washing, and growing food. And water is one of the most important features of the earth. Around 75% of the earth's surface is covered with water, and the only one-fourth is land. Where is water found on earth? Water can be found in ocean, seas, rivers, lakes, ponds, glaciers, groundwater, oceans, very large bodies of water, of salt water, seas, smaller than ocean and partially surrounded by land, rivers, flowing water that moves from mountains to sea, lakes, water surrounded by land, ponds, smaller than lakes, glaciers, large masses of ice found in very cold places, water found and groundwater, water found under the ground. Okay, most of the earth is covered with water. Water is very important for all the living things. Oh, and we use it every day for drinking, washing, and growing food. Okay, and water can be found in oceans, seas, rivers, lakes, glaciers, etc. Okay, types of water. We have two types of water, salt water and fresh water. Fresh water is very rare and we should try to not waste it. Salt water can be found in oceans, seas, and it is not safe for drink. We can't use it for drinking purposes. And fresh water, it can be used for drinking purposes, washing clothes, crockery, or other things. And it is very rare, so we should try to not waste it. Found in rivers, lakes, and underground, and only a small amount of water, of earth's water, is fresh water, so we must save it. Yes, importance of water. As you guys can see that water is very important for all the living things, for animals, for plants, for human beings, etc. So it helps plants grows. Yes, needed for drinking, used for cooking and cleaning. Animals live in water. It also helps in farming. As you can see that water is very important in all the fields, in all, for all human beings, for all plants, for all animals, for every purpose that we use water, and water is, very important. So, as you guys can see that this is the beautiful diagram of our planet Earth, and you guys can see that almost 25% is land and the rest of the area is covered with water, and it is almost 75%. Okay. Parts of the water cycle. Okay. The water cycle is a process by which water moves around the earth again and again. The water cycle is a journey of water around the earth. It keeps repeating again and again. This cycle helps provide fresh water. We have four main parts of the water cycle: evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and collection. Okay. Evaporation. Evaporation. The sun heats water in the oceans, rivers, and lakes. Water turns into water vapors and rises into the air. Okay, I will explain you. When the sun heats water, it changes into water vapors, and these water vapors rises into the air and beams the water cycle. Okay, condensation. Water vapors cool down. It changes into tiny water droplets. These droplets form clouds. As as you guys can know that water vapors cools in the sky and turns into tiny tiny droplets. These drops join together to form clouds, okay? And the next is precipitation. When the clouds become heavy, water falls to the earth. It falls as rain, snow, hail, sleet, etc. Okay. When the clouds get heavy, water falls back to the earth. It can fall as rain, snow, etc. And the next is collection. It can also be known as accumulation. Water collects in rivers, lakes, and oceans. Then the cycle starts again. Okay, when it's like, when water gathers in rivers, lakes, and oceans, and from there the cycle starts all over the again. Okay, this water cycle never stops. Here you can see the beautiful diagrams of evaporation. As you guys can see that the sun heats the water and the water change into water vapors and water evaporates. Okay, and the next is condensation. As you guys can see that water vapor cools in the sky and turns into tiny tiny droplets. These droplets join together to form clouds. And the next one is precipitation. As you guys can see that when the clouds get heavy, water falls back to earth. It can fall as rain, snow, hail, or sleet, etc. And the next is again these all water that are found through rain, snow, etc. These are all collects together and gather in rivers, lakes, and oceans. From there, the cycle starts all over the again. From starts through evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and collection. This water cycle never stops. Okay. The next one is natural resources. Natural resources are like gift from the nature that we use in daily life. They help us live comfortable and safely. Natural resources are the things we get from nature that helps us alive. Okay, types of natural resources. We have two types: renewable resources and non-renewable resources. Renewable resources. These resources can be used again and again. Okay, like sunlight, wind, water, trees. Non-renewable sources, these cannot be replaced quickly, like coal, oil, natural gas, minerals. These resources take a very long time to form. Once used, they cannot be replaced quickly. Like renewable resources, they can be replaced quickly. Sunlight, wind, water, trees. But non-renewable resources cannot be replaced quickly, like coal, oil, natural gas, minerals, etc. As you guys can see in the beautiful diagram, like these are the renewable resources: sun, wind, water, trees. Non-renewable sources like coal, oil, natural gas, minerals. Okay, why are natural resources important? They provide us food, provide fuel for cooking, helps generate electricity, provide materials to build houses, gives us clothes and medicines. We must save water, plant more trees, reduce waste, recycle materials. Like they provide us with food, fuel, and electricity. They also give us materials for clothes, houses, and medicines. We must protect resources as they are very important for us. We should save water and plant more trees. Reducing waste and recycling helps protect our earth. Okay? Okay, let's move towards earth. Next topic. Yes, earth's lands features. Landforms are natural shapes of lands. Okay, we have mountains, hills, plains, deserts, plateaus, and forests. Okay, let's start with the mountains. As you guys can know that mountains are very high land areas, have steep sides and a peak, often covered with snows. For example, Mount Everest. Mountains are very tall and rocky areas of the land. They have high peaks and are often covered with snows. Next one is hills. Hills are lower than mountains, have gentle slopes, often covered with grass and water. I personally like hills more than mountains because hills are smaller and not as tall as mountains. They have gentle slopes and are usually green. That gives very beautiful environment. Okay, plains. What are plains? They are flat and wide lands, good for farming. Many people live here. Plains are flat and wide lands. They are good places for farming and building cities. Many people live in plains. We also live in plains. Deserts, very dry places, receives very little rain, can be hot or cold. Deserts are very dry areas with little rainfall. They can be very hot during the day. Forest, large areas covered with trees, home to many animals. Okay, these are the beautiful diagram of I will show you. Okay, land. Landforms, as you guys can see, mountains and hills. Mountains are very mountains are in like triangular shape, whereas hills are not in triangular shape. They are smaller than mountains. And you guys can see that plateaus are in table form, not in very triangular form, and not like hills. They are in table forms. And you guys can see that plains are like, surface flat and wide, good for farming. People live here, grow crops, and many other things. Okay. And these are the water bodies: oceans, seas, rivers, and lakes, etc. Okay. This is a quick revision. You know, Water covers most of the earth. The water cycle has four main parts. We have learned evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and collection. As you guys can see the diagram, you will better know the concept of evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and collection. This is very important topic, water cycle. Make sure to revise it. And also importance of natural resources. You guys can also learn the topic natural resources, as it is very important because we have types in it, renewable, non-renewable sources, and their uses are also very important. You guys can learn and practice it. Okay.